All right, guys. Devang here from the Financial Analyst, and I welcome you to this special video that I wanted to make. It's Wednesday, 9:40 in the evening. It's 21st April 2021, and I want to bring you to a concept which I feel is very, very important. Right now, as I speak, we're about 3 lakh cases a day in India for the COVID-19. It's indeed been a tough fight, and I applaud all the people involved who are working really hard so that we can live a better life. But I also want to run you by an idea. Try to understand this. I always have said it, for a long, long time, and I want to say it again. We are right now in times of panic. We are right now in times of stress. So, and as Warren Buffett always says, whenever there is fear, you need to be greedy. And whenever there is greed, you need to be fearful. I remember a couple of days back when Nifty was trading around 14,700, 650 levels. I told you all to go buy 15,000 puts of May expiry. And that was the time when people thought it was a joke. And you can see right now SGX currently at 14,100. So you know what I meant back then. Which brings me to the issue, can I short at the bottom? No, that's not how you do things. Whenever you have to go short in the market, you always try to find a pullback and short at highs. You can't expect to yourself to short at the bottom because that's a place of support, and maybe market buyers start to come in and get the price going higher. Same is the case. Can you buy at the top? No, that's not how it is. So I'm going to talk about all of these things in the video. Please listen till the end. I think it's very, very important. Back in May, this was 2020, 12th of May, as you can see. It was a very old video, I think, when we started our YouTube channel somewhere at that time. And I said that SPI is trading at a 12-year low. Let me give you a background. We are right now in times of stress. We are right now in times of panic. We are right now in something that I want to call heaven for a long-term investor. Yes, it is a time of distress for an intraday trader because of the volatility that you're getting, but it is a time of heaven for a long-term investor. And if you are a long-term investor, this video is for you. It's not meant for an intraday person, because right now for an intraday or a swing trader, you are getting stressed about what you need to do in the market, because without any hedging right now, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do because everyday markets are giving you a 200-point gap up, 200-point gap down. Even today, markets are expected to give a good gap down tomorrow itself on Thursday, which is nothing but the weekly expiry. So the volatility has been massive. Currently, India VIX at 22. So you know what I mean. Option prices are high. They are skyrocketing. So what do you do? So my suggestion to you is, whenever there are times of panic, see how many times I'm repeating this sentence, but whenever there are times of panic, whenever there are times of fear, focus on multi-year levels. The levels that have been there year after year after year, no matter how stressful the market conditions have been. It's a very simple concept, but we tend to forget about it. Everyone watch this video, what I had to say, because a lot of things will become clear. The idea that I want to portray will become clear. I'm not saying we are making a bottom on the Indian markets. And I'm not saying we can't go down. I'm not saying we can't go up. That is not for me to decide. If I find something, you will be the first ones to know, as I did when we made a top on 14,700 on Nifty and when you all bought puts on Nifty of the May expiry. The reason I am telling you all to go far away in the expiries is because we don't know what's going to happen. Volatility is massive. And when you are playing naked positions, the only weapon that you need to have is to go far away and go in the money so you can be safe. I'm here to protect your capital. I'm not here to give you 100% returns, but I can promise you a 10% return. That is what I can do for you. That is something that you need to aim if you want to survive in this market on a sustainable basis for a long run. So coming back to the topic, this was a video I shot on 12th May 2020. Listen to what I said. What do I mean by that? The price that we were getting for SPI in 2009 is the price that we are getting for SPI right now. This is what I basically had to say. I said the price we were getting in 2009, we were getting the same price at right now, which was the 150 golden number, which I mentioned at that time. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. It's a 4-minute video, but you learn something new. This is what I'm trying to bring to the table. We need to find multi-year lows or multi-year levels, basically, which have sustained no matter what the crisis has been. If you look at the SBI chart, you can see on the screen, we had the 2008 global financial crisis, the Lehman Brothers crash. Everyone knows about that. And the 150 level, you can see it came into picture. When we had in 2011, the European, the death crisis, Japanese pandemic, this also led to the SBI stock crashing, but it again stopped at 150. In 2015, in 2013, sorry, we then had the taper tantrum, which everyone's talking about right now. So please, if that happens, you know what to do. In 2013, we had taper tantrum. You had the bond yields spiking up. It's happening right now. And again, you saw a good fall in the market. You again stopped at 150, a good double bottom reverse. In 2015, we had the Chinese stock market crash. A lot of things happened in China at that point of time. We again crashed. Again, SBI stopped at 150. And in 2020, when COVID-19 started, and please remember, this was the live market. We didn't know what's going to happen after that. It's 12th of May 2020. And I told you all, go long on SBI at 150. It's not going to break below that. Why? It's a multi-year support, which is not going to fail, because we have seen pandemics earlier, maybe not as severe as today, but it is not going to break because people like us, there are thousands of millions of people like us who want to buy it looking at the data, and this is where they go long. So I was looking at a 1 month chart. This is what you need to do. Right now, we are in times of panic. We are in time of fear. And from 150, you got SBI back at 320s. You got SBI back at 420s also. That was the bottom that we found out on 12th May on the SBI chart. I hope people made money if you're following us from a long time. Which brings me to the topic. Let's talk about this in detail. So if you look at the chart of SBI again, let's run by some things very quickly. My job in this over this weekend, so I didn't have a lot of time in the last couple of days, but over this weekend from Friday, I am going to identify some stocks which are trading at monthly supports, which are trading at monthly resistances, which are trading at monthly buy levels, and this hopefully will be able to help you out to understand which stocks could be added to a long-term portfolio. So if you want me to do a video on that, let me know in the comments and hit this button a like. Let's go for a 200 likes as usual. And do let me know in the comments what you feel. If you're enjoying the video so far, let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. So talking about the video, this was a level on SBI, 320. It's a monthly chart. 320 level was a very, very strong resistance. And currently we are back at this level. Again, I'm not saying SBI can't plunge. I am not saying SBI or Nifty can't go to 13,600. But what I am trying to say is I want you to find multi-year levels so that when markets do fall, so what is the 400-point fall on Nifty? Let's say markets plunge to 13,600, which would mean that a 15% fall in stocks, roughly 10 to 15% fall. What fall comes in? Not even that. I would say 5 to 10% fall comes in the large caps, the underlying large caps. Right? So I want you to be ready for that scenario. And as a long-term investor, I want you to be ready with your capital because we have missed these opportunities back in COVID. And we are getting such aggressive dips. Please remember, India is still in a bull run. We have not entered a bear market. Please understand that bear market will start when India or when Nifty falls down 20%. That has not happened. So your job is, if you get any aggressive dips in a bull run, as a long-term investor only, I'm not saying for an intraday or a swing perspective. As a long-term investor, we need to find buying opportunities because if we can hold through these periods, we can sustain the longer gains. We can get those conservative longer gains. So, talking about a couple of stocks, Axis Bank. A lot of people ask me why I bought Axis Bank. I want to talk about that for a bit. So I'll show you what I'm doing when I'm buying all these stocks. This is a level on Axis Bank at 620 to 30 level. Let's take a very round number. You can say 640 all the way to the 620, a good 20-point zone. Is this the only time Axis Bank has sustained this? Let me show you what I mean. If I scroll back, see what I'm going to show you. I'll keep on scrolling back. I'm going to draw a horizontal line so you can see what I mean. And see this horizontal line, I'm going to mark it at 635 levels. And you can see what's the significance of the level you're right now on Axis Bank. So we had a very good support in Axis Bank right now. We had a very good support on Axis on 28 Jan. We got a very good support even in 2020. We got a very good support in Axis even in 2019 August. We had a very good level on Axis even in 2018. We had a very good resistance also on Axis at 2018. Even in 2016, Axis had to test that same level, and because we're trading above that, that becomes support. So I hope you all know technicals. If I keep on scrolling back, even in 2015 March, this was a very strong level. And before that, Axis, yes, obviously was trading below the levels it does right now. What I'm trying to say, this is a 5-year support on Axis. And as a long-term investor, I find these opportunities. I'm not saying that's the bottom of Axis Bank, but it's a level worth buying for. Why? I've already got a good 18% discount on Axis. If I fail this level, I would like to go long again, maybe somewhere at 570s. But to start with, to start my allocation into a particular stock, I feel this is a good place to buy Axis. Same is the case with a couple of other stocks that you're looking for. So just to conclude this video, I'm a little busy right now. I just wanted to introduce this concept. There is massive volatility in the market. Your job right now is to try to stay away a little bit. Or if you know hedging, be in hedged position so you earn less, but you do earn comfortably. If you are in naked options, you need to know what you're doing and you need to get out as soon as possible when you know you've gone wrong, because eventually it's not about how much money you make when you're right. It's also about how much money you lose when you're wrong. So you want to make good money when you're right and you want to lose less money when you're wrong. I hope you understand these points. So going forward, try to be less active on the intraday front, because this is a time which will count in the next 5 years when you see what's the portfolio allocation been. So over this course of time, you will see me becoming less active on the intraday front and picking out more stocks for the long term basis. So I'm finding 10-20% dips in good companies. I'm finding round numbers, particularly like PVR. You all remember PVR, how much money. I got a lot of messages. Thank you so much for that. A lot of people bought PVR because we did, and at 1,000 number, we got a very good round number. So see how well this 1,000 number held. It was a very good long-term support. Every time, year after year, month after month, PVR sustained 1,000. So if this breaks, that's a very poor signal, but you had to give it a try. So if you are a swing trader, this is what you need to be. In times of fear, in times of panic, find multi-year levels. That's how I want to end you with. Think about this concept and let me know in the comments if you are looking for for me to post a video this weekend about stocks that are trading at multi-year levels, so we can pick them out from Monday when things are in stress. So to end this video, thank you so much for watching. Things are fearful, but it's time for you to get greedy. Thank you.